So I would like to start off by saying by no way am I trying to discourage anyone from becoming a Turo host, but one of my main goals is to show you some of the realistic things that you can go through as a host. All right, so take this first one. This car was completely totaled out. Turo paid her $26,000 for it, but she owed more than that, and she was just saying that she has gap insurance, thankfully. But just wondering, would she come out to the good or anything? She just made a joke about coming out to the good, at least $2 on it. It doesn't give any details like what year this car was, but you can tell it's a newer model vehicle. And what you're gonna see on these videos also, you're gonna see a lot of people car get totaled on the very first trip, which is terrible. Can you imagine investing all that money and then your car get totaled out on the first trip? All right, so let's take a look at another one. All right, on this one right here, so basically the girl who was driving the car, the customer claimed that she didn't even know she hit something. Ain't that hilarious? The whole driver's side of the vehicle is pretty much smashed. The mirror of the side of the car, and as you can see, the airbags deployed. So how you can not know that you hit something? But that's the type of hilarious mess you have to put up with. Okay, on this next one, she's saying that she only had it for 8 months, and a customer wrecked her car and didn't even contact them and let them know what had happened, and it was completely totaled. And just saying that it was a pretty profitable vehicle for her, and just upset about losing the vehicle. Now this next one, a Hellcat red eye. I would never put a muscle car up on Turo, but it's a lot of them on there and they charge high dollar for it. But most people rent these cars to go, hit that gas and race and whatnot. So you're gonna see a couple of these, but as you can see, that got completely totaled out. This next person was just pretty much the car got stolen and then totaled. It got stolen from a customer and then totaled out. And this person was just pretty much, it's the first time they going through something like this, so they were just asking the group for advice. But that's terrible. Okay, on this next one, this person only been on Turo 2 months and had their vehicle totaled out, the one that they started off with. And they're just hard. It's not funny. They're heartbroken over it. And as you can see, after 2 months of service, this vehicle got totaled out. And as you can imagine, if that car was financed, that they're going to be owing some money if they didn't have gap insurance on it. Because you're going to get fair market value from Turo. Sometimes you have to fight to get fair market value for your vehicle. Okay, on this next one, this person here saying this is their first damage claim. The whole entire passenger side is smashed, as you can see. And they just pretty much asking about the process. Can you imagine letting your vehicle go out and customer just completely demolish it? Your money maker. Okay, this next one, this host is pretty upset. They're in Orlando and as you can see, a customer totaled out their vehicle, and they were just pretty upset about it, and just venting with the group. Now this next one, this guy said he's had numerous issues. People renting his car and going racing. Another muscle car, like I said. But as you can see, finally somebody bought him out. As you see, it's completely upside down and trashed. So you have these muscle cars on here, these Corvettes and whatnot. People gonna buy them the hot dog. They're not buying them just to look pretty unless it's for a video. This next one, you'll see the customer's oil pan got demolished. Maybe the customer ran over something hard. From the looks of it, might have some transmission damage. It's more than just the oil pan damage. but they saying it happened late at night, so they got to take it to the shop in the morning and kind of see where they go from there. Next one, another muscle car, Camaro, and he was just saying he's on the 90 plan. And you know what that means. He's on the 90 plan, the deductible $2,500. So, he's upset about, he's trying to find a way of not having to cough up that $2,500. But most of the time, these customers ghost on you, trying to sell it directly with them so you can try to avoid paying Turo that deductible. But if you can work it out with the customer, a lot of times, that saves you from the deductible. All right, here's another one right here. I only had it for a few months on the platform. It got wrecked 2 weeks ago. And they just pretty much on here venting. And the next one coming up, this vehicle, man, somebody might have passed in this vehicle here. And they just, sharing it with the group and showing that the car is pretty much trashed, and this was the end result. Now, keep in mind, when I say the 90 plan, you're on the 85-90 plan, deductible is $2,500 when your vehicle get totaled out like this. So you paying a price for keeping more of your money for each transaction. Even on 75 plan, is you pay a $250 deductible. The plan, some people go with the 60 plan where Turo takes 40%, and they don't have to worry about anything if the vehicle get totaled out and damaged and whatnot. But most people want to keep a little bit more of their money, Take a look at this one. This was this host's 81st trip. And as you can see, it looked like some ice and some snow out there. They on the 90 plan too. And just pretty much complaining about that $2,500 deductible. So keep that in mind when you choosing your plan. 75 plan is the most popular, $250 deductible if anything happens. But, Turo take 25%. So the more your money you keep, the higher risk you take. This next one, customer was hit by a sanitation truck. So it wasn't a customer fault, but accidents happen. And so this customer and the host got pretty much caught off guard by an unexpected accident. Well, that's how accidents happen, unexpected. Now this next one is crazy. It looked like this customer just kept driving on a blowout or hitting something and had a blowout. Look like he just kept running with it and pretty much trashed this vehicle. When people not in their own property, they're not gonna treat it with respect like it's their own. They're gonna dog it out. We already went over this one right here. It was just a double clip. This is the one where the customer claimed that they didn't know that they had hit something. Now this one right here, take a look at that. The whole passenger side is just trash. I don't have details on it. And on this next one, as you can see, this vehicle is an Audi 2016 Audi. He just pretty much complained. He was on the 75 plan, and he made $200, but the deductible was $250. So he's saying he's a negative $50 on the transaction with a total vehicle. And I don't know how he fared with the gap insurance or whatnot. This next one, I don't have details on it, but as you can see, the whole front end is trashed. That looks pretty cosmetic though, but depending on what plan they on, how bad it's gonna hurt. So choose your plan wisely, how much risk you want to take, how much of a deductible you want to cough up when something happens. Not if something happens, when something happens. So this next one, this customer, this host was on a 60/40 plan. And so they pretty much covered zero deductible, but they just wanted to know the process. 60/40 plan, they were keeping 60% of their money, and Turo was taking 40. So Toro's coughing up the complete, cost of the deductible and whatnot.